Who were the ancient Greek gods? Take this quick journey with us to find out. Aphrodite is an ancient Greek goddess associated with love, lust, beauty, pleasure, passion, procreation, and as her syncretized Roman goddess counterpart Venus, desire, sex, fertility, prosperity, and victory. Aphrodite's major symbols include seashells, myrtles, roses, doves, sparrows, and swans. The cult of Aphrodite was largely derived from that of the Phoenician goddess Astarte, a cognate of the East Semitic goddess Ishtar, whose cult was based on the Sumerian cult of Inanna. Aphrodite's main cult centers were Cythera, Cyprus, Corinth, and Athens. Her main festival was the Aphrodisia, which was celebrated annually in midsummer. In Laconia, Aphrodite was worshipped as a warrior goddess. She was also the patron goddess of prostitutes, an association which led early scholars to propose the concept of sacred prostitution in Greco-Roman culture, an idea which is now generally seen as erroneous. The most Greek of the gods, Apollo has been recognized as a god of archery, music and dance, truth and prophecy, healing and diseases, the sun and light, poetry and more. One of the most important and complex of the Greek gods, he is the son of Zeus and Leto, and the twin brother of Artemis, goddess of the hunt. Seen as the most beautiful god and the ideal of the Kouros, a beardless, athletic youth. Ares is the Greek god of war and courage. He is one of the 12 Olympians and the son of Zeus and Hera. The Greeks were ambivalent towards him. He embodies the physical valor necessary for success in war, but can also personify sheer brutality and bloodlust in contrast to his sister, the armored Athena, whose martial functions include military strategy and generalship. An association with Ares endows places, objects, and other deities with a savage, dangerous, or militarized quality. In ancient Greek religion and mythology, Artemis is the goddess of the hunt, the wilderness, wild animals, nature, vegetation, childbirth, care of children, and chastity. In later times, in some places, she was identified with Selene, the personification of the moon. She often roamed the forests of Greece, attended by her large entourage, mostly made up of nymphs, some mortals, and hunters. The goddess Diana is her Roman equivalent. Athena is an ancient Greek goddess associated with wisdom, warfare, and handicraft, who was later syncretized with the Roman goddess Minerva. Athena was regarded as the patron and protectress of various cities across Greece, particularly the city of Athens, from which she most likely received her name. The Parthenon on the Acropolis of Athens is dedicated to her. Her major symbols include owls, olive trees, snakes, and the Gorgonean. In art, she is generally depicted wearing a helmet and holding a spear. In ancient Greek religion and mythology, Helios is the god and personification of the sun. His name is also Latinized as Helios, and he is often given the epithets Hyperion, the one above, and Phaethon, the shining. Helios is often depicted in art with a radiant crown and driving a horse-drawn chariot through the sky. He was a guardian of oaths and also the god of sight. Though Helios was a relatively minor deity in classical Greece, his worship grew more prominent in late antiquity thanks to his identification with several major solar divinities of the Roman period, particularly Apollo and Sol. The Roman Emperor Julian made Helios the central divinity of his short-lived revival of traditional Roman religious practices in the 4th century AD. Hera is the goddess of marriage, women and family, and the protector of women during childbirth. In Greek mythology, she is queen of the 12 Olympians and Mount Olympus, sister and wife of Zeus, and daughter of the Titans Cronus and Rhea. One of her defining characteristics in myth is her jealous and vengeful nature in dealing with any who offend her, especially Zeus's numerous adulterous lovers and illegitimate offspring. Hermes is an Olympian deity in ancient Greek religion and mythology. Hermes is considered the herald of the gods. He is also considered the protector of human heralds, travelers, thieves, merchants, and orators. He is able to move quickly and freely between the worlds of the mortal and the divine, aided by his winged sandals. Hermes plays the role of the psychopomp or soul guide, a conductor of souls into the afterlife. Morpheus is a god associated with sleep and dreams. In Ovid's Metamorphoses, he is the son of Somnus and appears in dreams in human form. From the Middle Ages, the name began to stand more generally for the god of dreams, or of sleep. Poseidon is one of the 12 Olympians in ancient Greek religion and mythology, presiding over the sea, storms, earthquakes, and horses. He was the protector of seafarers and the guardian of many Hellenic cities and colonies. In pre-Olympian Bronze Age Greece, Poseidon was venerated as a chief deity at Pylos and Thebes, with the cult title Earthshaker. In the myths of isolated Arcadia, he is related to Demeter and Persephone, and was venerated as a horse and as a god of the waters. Poseidon maintained both associations among most Greeks. He was regarded as the tamer or father of horses, who, with a strike of his trident, created springs. In the Greek language, the terms for both are related. His Roman equivalent is Neptune. And finally, the mighty god of gods, Zeus. Zeus is the sky and thunder god in ancient Greek religion, who rules as king of the gods on Mount Olympus. His name is cognate with the first element of his Roman equivalent, Jupiter. His mythology and powers are similar, though not identical, to those of Indo-European deities such as Jupiter, Perkunas, Perun, Indra, Dyaus, and Zodes.